Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel at NDN TV Nigeria. Click on the subscribe button and be the first to get notifications.
Interest groups in the Niger Delta have called on the newly appointed Minister of Niger Delta Development, Engineer Abubakar Momoh, to explore possible ways of reinvigorating the ministry to carry out its mandate to coordinate development initiatives in the region. This follows a growing concern in the region that the ministry has not lived up to expectations since its creation in 2008.
The Ministry of Niger Delta Affairs, now Ministry of Niger Delta Development, was created in 2008 by the late President Umaru Musa Yar'Adua. The ministry is saddled with the responsibility to drive infrastructural development, environmental protection, and the empowerment of youth in the oil-rich Niger Delta. Over the years, the ministry has come under serious criticism for alleged non-performance, prompting calls for its scrapping. However, other observers of development trends in the Niger Delta admit that the ministry has had to contend with several challenges, such as inadequate funding and undue political interference in its operations. Comrade Darlington Nwaojo, spokesperson for the Niger Delta Rights Advocate, says he looks forward to a better managed Ministry of Niger Delta Development under the leadership of Engineer Abubakar Momoh.
The expectation is that Abubakar Momoh will come into that ministry and ensure that the NDDC gets it right, and that the East-West Road that has become a national anthem of sorts in this part of the region for failure, a signpost for failure, will for once be constructed, and the people of the region will be able to evacuate goods and services out of the region freely without let or hindrance.
Comrade Nwaojo, however, admits that the overall performance of the ministry under the leadership of Engineer Momoh is dependent on the mandate given by the president, as the minister can only do as much as the appointing authority allows.
Every minister in cabinet works to ensure that the goals, the visions, the drive, and the policies of the appointing authority, in this instance, the Mr. President, is brought to bear or comes to fruition.
Mr. Celestine Akpobari, a human rights activist in the Niger Delta, who calls the Ministry of Niger Delta Development low in its performance, says its inability to complete the East-West reconstruction project is an indication of the ministry's underperformance.
What will make you, to score, whether they are working or not, is the East-West Road. It has become a reproach. It's there, staring us in the face. Tell me which road in the north that is like this. This is where the money is coming from.
A Port Harcourt-based legal practitioner, Barrister Chukwudi Oguru, calls on the minister to understudy the reason for the establishment of the ministry for effective handling of its affairs.
It's unfortunate that you go to the hinterland, you see some places, you still see old women, little children, clad in meager apparel, suffering to eke out a living from the devastated environment of the Niger Delta. Those who come to mine our hydrocarbons, who take profit from the Niger Delta, must learn to give back to the people. The new minister will work for the people, will be service-oriented, and not the usual selfish thing that we have seen in the bodies of our public officials.
Those who spoke to Inside the Niger Delta say they expect the Ministry of Niger Delta Development under the leadership of Engineer Abubakar Momoh to tackle widespread poverty, infrastructural decay and deficit, lack of access road to villages and communities from major city centers across the region, among other problems that have plagued the oil-rich Niger Delta over the years.
Inside the Niger Delta,